Trivia. Did you? No.
All right, folks, we're on live. Welcome to Joker's Wild Wednesday. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Beer Reviews. Claude Diamond is in San Diego, and James Peabody with Progressive Discussions is in New Jersey. So we're going to roll out here.
New Jersey.
Yep. And so James is going to start us off.
StreamYard removes right now all my avatars, so I couldn't put up the Joker's Wild, the wild card, the Joker.
Oh,
I got no avatars now. Now I got to add them back again. Anyway. And we're off with Joker's Wild Wednesday. Now the host, Ronald J. Theriot, in high definition splendor.
Now we have Beverage Rambo from Georgia.
He's in his own splendor. Nice to see you.
So
hello, James. Hello, Claude. Hello, Mr.
Hello,
T.
sir. How are you?
So here I am in high definition, and I have a beer from Philadelphia called Brawler.
All right.
Wow. The way they used to box in the old days, like this.
No helmets and no gloves.
But look who he's fighting.
Bare Knuckles. Oh, he's fighting Satan or Krampus.
And this beer is, well, I'll show you a screen share. I'll pour it. It's going to pour amber. Watch.
Oh.
This was sent to me
What's
by
the
Joe
ABV?
Whalen. Thank you, Joe, for sending this to me, Joe Whalen. And about a year or two ago, Wayne Allen sent it. So thank you, Wayne. So here we go. Pouring it up.
And
Look at that rich amber.
wow.
Ooh, I want it. Ooh, and it's in a Schlitz glass. That makes it taste better.
When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
Right. The beer that made Milwaukee famous. All right. Thick, spongy head, clear amber appearance. I'm going to put that in the banners, the scrolling marquee, as James calls it. But first, we'll do a presentation real fast because it's not much to show, really, honestly. All right. So as Brawler, crafted in the style of an English mild, this malt-forward ale is great when you want to go a few rounds. Its smooth character, hints of caramel and toast, and remarkable drinkability define this ruby-colored brew as a knockout session ale. 4.2% alcohol, 12 bitterness units, English mild, ruby color. The ingredients are crystal and amber malts and roasted barley. So 2 type of malts and then roasted barley, and then it's available year around, but not in Louisiana. From Yards Brewing Company of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
I have a unique beer here. You guys remember, I think a week or two ago, I discovered this new brewery. It's called Paperback. They're on Sunset Strip in Los Angeles, and the beer was the bunny with a chainsaw. And I love remember, it was real.
Yeah.
It was an excellent beer. It was really good. And you click on the webpage and you go to a comic strip about that. Anyway, I went to my favorite little, there you go. Oh, just happened to have a 4-pack.
Just happened to have a 4-pack.
You want to see what $17 looks like? Here it is, boys.
Woo!
Funny with a
17 bucks
chain.
for a 4-pack.
The 4-pack. Where did the other 2 cans go? When these are shrinking, all of a sudden they're giving us less and charging more. So anyway, I went to my favorite liquor store. Sorry about the long intro, but in honor of our host who works so diligent and so hard for us, and I know he loves his cat, I got the Attack of the Space Cats.
Okay. And what is the ABV?
The ABV is 6.6. Now a little on the low side. Oh, good. Because the other one, the Bunny with a Chainsaw from the same brewery, was 8 something. It was strong beer. This is a little lighter, and I'm hoping it's just as flavorful.
Okay.
There it is. Would you like me to do a pour or anything?
You can do that if you like, and then we'll go on to the next person and come back around and
Okay. Guess the price, by the way, of this one can of premium
$3.
beer.
$3.25.
$4.99. Gadzooks.
Oh no.
Hey, you know,
Easy come, easy go, like Ralph Cramden used to say. I made it and I spent it.
You're-
Me a bag of
you're-
shells.
your last day on Earth. What are you going to say? Shit, I should have bought the $4.99 beer.
Okay.
Is there a beer called Armageddon or something like that?
Woo! Look at that foam. Woohoo! And a lovely, I'm going to say a lovely golden glow
Yeah,
to it.
look at those geese.
Oh, you like that, Bug? There you go.
Okay.
That's a frosted mug. That's a real. This is a real mug.
That's nice. We're gonna come back to it.
Damien Diamond. There you go. If you had a son.
My son's David.
Or you can call him
Actually.
Sonny.
David. Oh, David Diamond.
Sonny.
Mhm.
David. Damien. All right. I got. Now that song, Paperback Writer's playing in my head because of his beard.
Right.
Paperback Writer. Anyway,
Rubber Soul album, 1964.
I have it.
I got
65.
Brooklyn.
No, 65. December 65. Okay.
I knew you'd know that.
Yeah, he knows it. Brooklyn Brewery East IPA, hoppy and refined, 6.9% alcohol, and I have the web page up there.
I've had that yum yum.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's good.
You know, I will say this, Ronald. They have a big product line, and it looks impressive. I only had. This is my third product that they sell. Hey, Isle of Fire. I only had their lager, which was great, and their pumpkin ale.
Oh yeah.
But
Post Road.
I took a look at their whole product line, and they have like toasted coconut, chocolate stout, or whatever. They got a huge product line, and it's a good company. I mean, I was very disappointed in all the craft beers I had from New Jersey. I have to be honest; they really sucked. I just couldn't find one that I liked. But this I definitely like. Let me pour.
Yeah, a lot of Louisiana craft brews are sort of not that
Standard
good.
and Pours. Let me pour.
Look at that nice Lacoste shirt.
Oh, thank you. I had a lady friend, an older lady friend that had a construction business, and she was sending me these every year. She sent me Lacoste. I didn't pay for a single one of them, which is great because I love a good deal. Anyway, it's also a lemony or grapefruit color, but it's very strong on the hops, very complex hop aroma and flavor. But we're going to go around
Oh hell!
for the explanation and review. Great company.
All right, good evening, everybody. Tonight I'm drinking. I did a review of it recently. Hold on a second. Hold on one second here. All right, cancel the clear. All right, I did the Mike's Harder Lemonade. Did a review of it. This is 8% ABV malt beverage, and I have it in my glass right here.
Yeah, flavored ale. If you read the can carefully, it says flavored ale, and it's made in Waddell, Arizona.
Good morning. Contains alcohol. Yes. As you said, flavored ale. So 8%. This is what I'm consuming tonight. And I'm going to infuse it with a little something to make it a little more interesting. So
Okay, now remember this, Beverage Ramble. Mike's Harder does not use high fructose corn syrup. They
Now,
only use cane sugar. They only use cane sugar.
just like the MXD, the Club Tails, and I believe the Cayman Jack also uses cane sugar.
Yeah, cane sugar. Yeah, not high fructose corn syrup.
Which just makes it a little better, makes it a little more better, a little more enjoyable. So,
Quite better.
yeah, so that's what I got.
Excellent. I haven't had one of those in a while, but yeah, I have had many, as you know.
Yes, and this is what I'm going to infuse it with tonight.
Old Thompson since 1903. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, 1904. American blended whiskey from
a little pick me up. Give me a little pick me up here.
From Sazerac. I wouldn't pick yourself up too much. All right.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm home tonight.
You'll be picking yourself up. All right, now here I am. Do more. Be unstoppable. Do more. Be unstoppable. All right. So here I am in high definition.
That's what W.C. Fields says, right? A little pick me up.
That's a nice looking beer.
Pick me up. Get away from me. Can you bother me?
Of course, I love children. I love them deep fried.
All right. So there's that beautiful looking beer. Thanks again, Joe Whalen. I already showed the website. No need to go into that. It's got a creamy off-white head or a cream-colored head, or maybe you could say ivory.
Oh,
So let me whoops. Where is the hold on. The wire fell. Okay. So put on the better light. There's the big light.
yeah, knock on wood. No more pixelation, blurriness, nothing. No freezing. Knock on wood.
That stinking computer.
Oh, you got a better webcam too.
I had to buy a brand new computer from what's the company? Hewlett Packard.
Oh.
A webcam and a new monitor. They all went out like literally at the same time. So yeah, I was dealing with some pretty low grade equipment. All right. So there it is. And there goes the aroma at this very moment. Okay. If you like English style ales, you'll appreciate the brown bread crust, bread crust. All right. Now the taste. Cheers, folks. We have a winner. Now, this beer has two sides to it. On one side, there's the bread crust with a little bitterness going along with it. On the other side, there's the sourness. Think of like sour, not tart. I didn't say tart. Some people get confused. They think sour and tart is the same thing. My philosophy is that they're not.
They're not. You're right.
So these are working together in concert. The sourness and the bread crust are coming together. There's a little bitterness at the bottom of the flavor of the taste. Body's medium, low medium, nearly light, but not really. And a dry finish. It's made to be drunk in volume, but I've only got one can, so I won't be drinking it in volume. He sent me more than one, but I'm down to the last can. I saved the can for a wild card. I'm sorry, Joker's Wild. Yeah, same alcohol level as Miller Lite or Coors Light or this other light beer that we don't talk about anymore. All right, so anyway, let's go with the final general impression. Then I'll come back later and give the score. So
does that light begin with the letter B?
It might. I don't know why you're so prejudiced, but okay.
I don't buy it. Even before all this, I was never buying it. When someone offered to me, I'll drink it. So I'm not buying it.
I didn't drink it even before I didn't drink it. All right. Now dry finish. It's enjoyable. It's a good product. I like it. I would buy it if I lived around Philadelphia. We get some products like this in Louisiana. Yeah, they're around, similar type thing, but they may not be as good as this one. This one's really yummy. So yeah, it's a winner. But if you're into big time alcohol, you're not gonna like it because it's only 4.2. But that's all I have to say about it. From Philadelphia. And now Claude is going to talk about this beer that I never heard about in my life till tonight.
Well, it's called can you tell a book by its cover? I love I figure when I see a can that's so attractive, I figured if they put that much work into the design of the can, check this out, guys at home. Attack of the Space Cats, 6.6% alcohol by volume. It's just a really great can, and their webpage is just it's a fun web page. And I tried, like I said earlier, I tried the bunny with a chainsaw at Trader Joe's. Had this where you could buy one can, and I loved it. And I bought a couple of these 6-packs to take back to Colorado. And I have one friend who loves beer. I'm going to give him this as a birthday gift.
Claude, is that beer? Is it locally produced or is it in
Los Angeles?
Okay.
Yeah.
Trader Joe's does that a lot. They have their stuff and the local stuff, of course.
I'm in San Diego, and it is beer. I mean, it's like Starbucks here. There's a craft brewery every other block now. I mean, it's crazy. Mission Brewery, Ballast, which makes the most remarkable beers ever. I love Ballast.
I love Ballast's Kolsch. They're pretty good.
Oh yeah, great stuff. Arrogant Bastard, all these great beers. So I thought, let me get this, and I thought, I know Ron, you like cats, so I thought, let me try this one. This is a lower in alcohol than the bunny. And I'll be completely honest. Alcohol does that to me. The first sip was not impressive.
Uh-oh.
Okay, totally honest. I because I'm basing it on the other one that was 8%, and this is 6%. And the smell, it's got a nice smell to it. There's that web page. It's got a nice citrus smell to it. It's clean, and it's got a smooth, clean taste. But it feels like it's lacking something on the first sip. But then I had the second sip. So has this ever happened to you guys where the second sip, you went and say, hey, this isn't as bad as I thought it was. It's growing on me. It's getting better.
Yep.
And that's exactly, it's a good beer. It's a flavorful beer. It's just not, it's also a hazy India Pale Ale. Ron, what does that mean, hazy? Educate me here. What is some of these called hazy and
well, they're cloudy.
IPA, right? Style.
They're cloudy. They're not clear. They're not, clear and sparkling.
Okay. So they're not as processed. Is that the point?
Probably not as filtered.
Okay. Okay. It's a good beer. And I always go back to the one question would I buy this again? And honestly, it's a good beer. I wouldn't buy it again. I'd go back to the other IPA they make, Bunny with a Chainsaw. And they call this one a double dry hopped. And I don't know what that means either. I know what hops is. Double dry hopped. Does anyone know anything about that process?
Yeah. They add dry hops, and then later on they add them again. Double.
See, you know everything about beer.
No.
And this is a good beer. It's a drinking beer. I would buy one of their other brands before I'd buy this again, in all honesty.
How much is the single cost?
$4.99. So a 4-pack hypothetically would be $20.
No.
This at Trader Joe's is $16.99. That's a little, I'm a guy who drinks, you guys have seen me. I'm a guy who drinks 32-ounce Miller High Lifes that I get 2 for $5 at Vaughn's supermarket. Okay. But I love just because you like a cheap macro beer doesn't mean you can't once in a while have a micro craft beer.
Right. And as you notice, I jump back and forth. I'm like a switch hitter.
Like Bolson. I'd rather take that the wrong way. I'd rather drink the Bosun IPA. Their Bosun
Yeah.
double IPA. That's pretty good. And $5.99 for me here. $5.99 is $5.99 for a 6-pack is pretty good.
I added it.
Good.
Okay. All right. We have the Brooklyn Brewery East IPA. What did I say? It was 6.9 alcohol. I got the website here. It says here, British tradition meets American innovation. East IPA unites the far-flung global roots of the style into a uniquely balanced IPA with malt-driven notes of toffee, rounding out pleasantly bitter and aromatic hops. That's exactly what I detected. Yeah, 6.9%. Available
That
year,
sounds good.
yeah,
Wow.
available year round. Tasting notes: hoppy stone fruit, juniper, and citrus peel. And I was just gonna say, I detect citrus, spice. I can taste the toffee in regards to the malt, and very crisp, refreshing, well balanced, and the complexity of the hops, hop forward. They have an unbelievable product line. I think I'm impressed. And a lot of these great micro breweries have a little restaurant too connected to it, so people can go there with their friends and hang out and have fun.
The Black Ops was okay in my opinion, but I like their black chocolate stout. That was superb.
Yeah, that black chocolate stuff.
Yeah, they have one with coconut. I don't know how coconutty it is, but oh, that's what it looks like. Okay.
And their beers are being brewed right now in Rochester, correct?
No, a lot of their beers are brewed in Utica because
Maddox,
they
Maddox,
don't-
right.
yeah, the brewery in Brooklyn is not big enough to handle all the
Yeah.
volume.
Maddox, right? If I'm correct, Maddox Brewery.
FX Matt Brewery,
Oh,
FX Matt Brewery of Utica, New York. Yeah,
That's the headquarters. Is in Brooklyn, the flagship. Yeah, Utica's upstate somewhere. I don't know if it's near Syracuse or what, but it's up
somewhere. Yeah, somewhere out there.
there. Yeah, it's a very impressive product line, and this is a good IPA. Their product line is not expensive, and so you're getting a quality craft beer at a reasonable price. They do have the higher alcohol products like Jean-Pierre mentioned, the stout, and more than one stout actually. But it's a huge product line. So.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
they got rid of their Monster. They used to make a strong ale called Monster. 10% barley wine.
Get a
style,
chance
but
to try their Pilsner. Their Pilsner is pretty good. I did a review of their Pilsner. That was not too bad.
I've heard about it, but I haven't seen it.
I mean, when I lived in Mobile, I was able to get Brooklyn stuff, but then around 2013, that none of that just kind of like poof disappeared and went away, and never got anything from them again.
No, this is the third one I had from that company, and I'm pretty much sold on it. Number 3, got the pumpkin ale, I had the lager, and now this. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, man crush.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, James. I have a man crush on Garrett Oliver. I think the man is a genius. The brewmaster at Brooklyn Brewery. I think he's just just an amazing guy. Just what he does, and man knows his beer. So yeah, when I watch Beer Wars, that documentary on Tubi and it's on a few other streaming platforms, he was on there. what's his name? Garrett Oliver. So he's you know, the brewery puts out pretty good stuff. The Brooklyn Lager is without question one of their best beers. Enjoy it.
Oh, it was.
So
Jeff
okay.
Lyons, you ought to join us. You probably got some beers.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm laughing about something now. I saw the message. Anyway, I'm drinking a flavored ale or malt beverage or flavored ale. Some people look at Mike's Harder lemonade. I guess a little history. I would say Mike's Hard Lemonade really came out around the mid 90s. I think, Jay, you probably could.
1999.
Right. Late 90s. So, this was, go back to the days of the Bartles and James and the Seagram's wine coolers, all these malt beverages or flavored ales, whatever, that were very low in the ABV, like 4, maybe 5%, very popular back in the day. But, a lot of people were drinking these and, enjoying them. And then you had the Zima that came out later in the late 1990s.
No, 93.
93. Very popular. These flavored malt beverages, people who say, hey, I'm not a beer guy. I'm not a wine person. I'm not a spirit person, but I want something else. And that's when, a lot of these companies were putting out a lot of these things out there. Low, and again, the ABV was very low. Mike's Hard Lemonade at the time when it came out, the Mike's Hard was only 5%. The Harder is 8%. So, when I reviewed it the first time, like I did the Red's Wicked Ale or the Red's Plain, apple ale, whatever it was, their apple cider, and, I thought it was pretty enjoyable, not too bad. Very nice and decent, And I said to myself, it'd be nice if it was a little bit higher in ABV. And then when they Reds, and of course when Budweiser came out with the Rita line, and I think was it around the 2008 or 9, I believe it was, if I'm correct. With the Starberry and Margarita and all that, which was very successful. Of course, many of the companies saw the success of that. And of course, you had Steel Reserve with their stuff and with the Alloy series. Many companies started kind of copying what they were doing. Even the Rita line was kind of low in ABV, but they raised it up. So now the Rita line, you have all the different flavors from the strawberry mango, strawberry, the mango flavor, the lemon flavor, everything's all at 8%. And so Mike's Harder put this out, this flavored ale, and I'm pouring right now in my little glass. The rest of it, I put the rest in the freezer before we start this review. And I said to myself, okay, it tastes good, not too bad, but as we mentioned, natural sugar, cane sugar, excuse me, like the Club Tails, like the Cayman Jack, like the MXD, other malt beverages that are out there. I said, okay. But I said to myself, hey, I'm sure a lot of people want to kind of spice it up a little bit, with whatever, whether it be tequila, rum. So, I got me something decent, a little Old Thompson whiskey to add to it. So,
all right.
I give it a little more flavor. And I'm pouring the rest of it into the glass.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah, baby. Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Claude.
If you had a really good glass, it's 4th of July, and you had a really good glass of fresh made lemonade, ice cubes, everything, and you pour in a shot or two of vodka, I know you'd love clear alcohol, but if you put in a shot or two of whiskey, for instance, or would it taste the same as that?
No, it wouldn't taste the same, but it probably tastes a little bit better.
That
a
was
little bit more. I'll say, hey, this is a nice lemonade, enjoyable. I'll say, and I will call, hey, Uber, take me home.
Yeah.
I'll leave my car here. I'll come pick it up in the morning. You know,
Smart move.
yes, very smart move. Especially if I drink 3 of these. So that's why I'm in my apartment. I'm drinking, so I'm home. So as you see, it's gotten a little darker right now. So adding anything to it, a little clear liquor, dark liquor, whatever it was, would kind of go well with this. And again, imagine if I kept this in the freezer and blended it,
Frapped it.
a little really super cold, still cold, and throw it in the blender. Add some ice cubes. Add like an Old Thompson or maybe an 1800 dark liquor or whatever.
Next to a plate of chicken wings and ribs.
Yeah, a nice little lemonade. As a Memorial Day weekend's coming up, the unofficial start to summer. I'm sure people will be, hopefully the weather will cooperate for many across the country. Something nice and enjoyable to put you in a very nice place. So, and again, 8%, not too bad. I think, and I made a little correction. I thought this was owned by by the folks at Boston Beer Company. I was wrong. I apologize.
It's same people that own Cayman Jack.
Yeah. So this is a pretty good product. Again, you don't feel when you drink it as is by itself. You don't feel it. Now, if you drink 3 of these, then you will start to feel it and start to feel like the effects of it. Say, hey, maybe I should chill for a little bit.
Right.
But,
all right. Well, we're gonna come back. I know it's very lemonade flavored.
Yes. Natural cane sugar. So, all right.
Okay, so I drank the what do you call it? Brawler, 4.2. Not a lot of bitterness units, it's very nice and mild and mellow, and I like it a lot. And like I said, I would drink it if I could get it in Louisiana. So I'm going to go with a 93 out of 100 on it. It's a most excellent product, and I would recommend it. Problem is, you probably can't find it. As far as
Yes, I saw that, Jay. I saw that at Tower on Dorville, and I was like, I don't know, should I get this or not? But I'm like, nah.
As far as promos, Sandra gave this big bottle to me, nearly full, 2 weeks ago. Thank you, Sandra. Canadian Limited introduced a 1972 Canadian blended whiskey.
Nothing better.
John is not going to top me. No, I'm just pouring a little bit. You'll never guess who makes Canadian Limited, but
I don't know. Let's see. Cornac, as Johnny Carson likes to say, Cornac. Sazerac?
You're right. Okay. But I'm going to do that in about a week or two. I'm going to do some taste challenges, but what's coming up tomorrow morning at dawn, I do Dawn Busters. I've got 2 American blended whiskeys. I've got one from 1891, not this actual bottle, but the brand. Turn the lamps off.
Sunny Brook.
Make too much glare. Sunny Brook.
Kentucky
And
blend.
every bottle has this man on it, and it says these bottles are not official without my appearance, and he is the government inspector. And every bottle,
he looks like Benny Hill.
Every bottle of Sunnybrook has a picture of the government inspector. But I get the feeling they don't wear that uniform anymore. But trying to get it to focus. But anyway, that's Sunnybrook. It's Kentucky blended whiskey. And it's going to go up against a new product, only been on the market 3 years, called Iron Wheel.
Oh,
There's an essay on the side of the bottle about the importance of the iron wheel and the production of agriculture in the United States. So you can buy the bottle and read an essay. That's tomorrow morning. But now, and next Wednesday,
Iron Maiden should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was going to say, since the announcement was made today, Iron Maiden should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. When you mentioned Iron Wheel, I said Iron Maiden. Even though I've heard like 2 songs from them that were kind of popular, but it should be in the Hall of Fame.
I've heard many songs from them. Okay, so next Wednesday, now tomorrow is Thursday, but Friday night or Friday evening at 6:30, we're doing Fandango Friday, liquor or liqueur. Liquor or liqueur.
Claude, don't bring a beer.
Don't bring a beer, Claude, even if it's Modelo Especial.
You'll never let me forget it.
the special version of Modelo Especial.
Next Friday. No, what am I saying? Next Wednesday is Foster's Ale. Foster's Premium Ale, not the lager, the premium ale. The used to be called Foster's Special Bitters.
I can get that easily.
Is that the green or the blue can?
The green can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it used to be called Foster's Special Bitters, but they changed it to Premium Ale because Americans didn't want to buy it because it said bitter. Because in Australia in America they call it Special Bitters, but they said, oh well, we'll just change it to Premium Ale, and I know where to buy that. So, and then next, so that's next Wednesday. All right, so that's it. That's all I have to say. Let me take a little taste of this Canadian Limited, introduced 51 years ago. I like it. It's sweet, sugary. You can tell they add vanilla, and I didn't pay any money for it, so that's even better. All right, that's it. I'm going to shut up for the rest of the evening. And now we're going to go to Claude. He's going to give his score and any promos.
Thank you. Attack of the Space Cats from marvelous Los Angeles Sunset Strip Brewery, Paperback Brewery. Has one of the best web pages. Some of their beers have comic strips and stuff. It's a really fun web page. It was a $5 beer. It was very good. I'll give it an 8.2 on my scale. Would I buy? And here the big question is: would I buy this again for $5? Probably not. In all honesty, there are other beers that I would prefer. If I'm going to spend that much money on a beer, this is my next beer, by the way. My good old
Coors Banquet, the banquet. Yes,
you can't go wrong with a Coors, especially out of the freezer. It's just a great beer. It was a good beer. It's drinkable beer. No, for a $5 can of beer, I expected more. I wanted to be knocked, have my socks knocked off.
So 8.2. Okay, a B minus, but still good, but not worth the price.
I think it's over. Yeah, you said it better than me. It's a little bit too pricey for what you're getting. Okay, I mean for $2 more, I can get a Pliny the Elder, which is probably one of the greatest
IPA in the world. Best IPA in the world.
Yeah, and
I can't find it. I can't find it when I go to Total Wine. I don't know why.
Paperback writer. And my trivia question of the evening: the Diamond Almond. How many gallons does it take of water here in the Soviet Socialist state of Southern California to make one almond? How many gallons?
40.
3.2 gallons for one almond. How many gallons of water for an ounce of almonds?
30.
40.
You call it 23 gallons. And the big final answer: how many gallons to make a pound of almonds?
40.
10x it.
400.
400 gallons of water to make 1 pound of walnuts or almonds. Somebody mentioned walnuts before. This is a state that had a drought until this winter. Okay.
All the snow that came down in Southern California, especially around near the border of Tahoe and California, Lake Tahoe and Nevada. Yeah, a lot of snow.
Our reservoirs are finally filled up here in California. We really we had a great winter in terms of rain here. 400 gallons for 1 pound of almonds. Is it worth it?
I don't know.
I don't know. Depends. What,
I would eat hemp seeds then.
Has anyone paid $5 or more for a bottle of Fuji water at the airport?
no.
I don't. Thank goodness. Thank goodness for the water fountain at the airport. I'll have my bottle of water in my bag. I drink one, throw it in my bag, my little carry-on, and then I'll go in there, fill up my water bottle when they said fill it up, and then go from there.
Now, Claude,
$5 for a 12-ounce bottle for whatever size bottle of water.
Now, Claude, any promos?
Yeah, I'm back to doing beer with Claude Saturdays, 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Hope that doesn't conflict with anybody else here. Basically, it's having a beer, talking fun, talking food, and solving all the problems of the world under the influence of good beer.
Excellent. Oh, Pliny the Elder is so good. Olive fire. Wow, unreal.
I have never tried it. I want to get it. I want to try it so bad. That IPA.
It is, read the reviews on it. I have one bottle in the fridge. I will only drink Pliny when I have something to celebrate, when I made a sale in my business or something like that. You know, it's that good. It's special.
Okay. Actually, I can get that. I'm surprised because the liquor stores here, they don't like carrying much of a product line. You know, they'll get drips and drabs of this and that.
I was in Belleville, so I understand what you're telling me because I was there. I was trying to find some things when I came up to visit my mom and dad for Christmas back in this past Christmas, 2022. I was like, what the bleep is going on here? I can't find
the general managers up here are numbskulls. They're nincompoops, imbeciles. Whatever Mo Howard used to say, that's what I'll use those words. But as far as this goes, a non-Imperiale IPA, more drinkable IPA, not too fancy, not too complex. I'll give it a 95% out of 100. I know there are so many IPAs out there with the multitudes of craft breweries. So it's a good
95? Okay.
95. I mean, I like all their products so far. I had 3 of them. So, but I'm definitely going to try Pliny the Elder.
Oh, what a beer!
I was impressed by that German wheat beer. Remember, we used to talk about it, Aventinus.
Oh yeah! Ooh, yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, Aventinus had it was something about it when the weather is really hot. You know, to have it frosty, ice cold, like 25% frozen. Aventinus, the wheat beers. I mean. But anyway, all right. Here's to Brooklyn Brewery.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody. And what I did was I combined progressive discussions with Red Pill Man Cave, and it's Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And I usually start. Well, I decided instead of an hour, I started with. I'm going to start with a half hour to 45 minutes of reading serious articles, topics, and then I'm going to invite the panel, and it's going to be like it always is, whatever people want to talk about.
Well, I hope it works out well, and best wishes on that.
Yeah. There he is. There's the Beatles. Paperback Writer. Right.
Get Back. I like Get Back, and I also like what's the other song?
They did 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah. Hey Jude is too long. What's the other one? Winding road. I enjoy.
You say hello and I say goodbye. There's no lyrics to that song. I say hello, hello. Hey, good morning, Masumi from Japan. Good morning to you.
Masumi, good morning.
Yes, it is 9:07 in the Tokyo area. Good morning.
I noticed nobody said that their favorite was I Am the Walrus.
Ka-choo, ka-choo.
All right.
What the hell is a cuckoo? Is that like a mammal from?
That's from I Am the Walrus
From Great Britain.
All right. For the Mike's Hard Lemonade, for a good, enjoyable flavored ale, malt beverage, however you want to describe it, I think it's really good. 8%. You don't really feel, when I did a review of this, you don't really feel the booze in this, whatever. But if you decide to infuse it with what I did tonight, infuse it with some booze like the Old Thompson, then you really will feel it really well. So overall, I'm going to give this an 88 out of 100 for the Mike's Harder Lemonade flavored ale. So
88. Okay.
8 out of 100. So it will be.
It's very popular. God, you see it everywhere.
Oh yeah.
The harder, and even the Red's Wicked Ale, those are the apple ale that is, the ones that are 8%. Even the Angry Orchard stuff that's like 5 or 6%, those are very popular. Those are people who really don't do beer reviews. I don't like beer, but I'd rather drink this than drink anything else. So,
I found an Angry Orchard Hardcore 8%.
Yeah. So, all right. So the reviews. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the review I did of the Calia, Calia Malbec wine, which I did. And there's a few other reviews I've done before that. So hopefully you watch my channel. I got some other beers to review. I don't feel like bringing them out. So just stay tuned, watch those reviews. Eric Thomas Metal 75. He's doing his Wildcard Wednesday right now. Jay, I will be joining you on Friday for Fandango Friday with liquor and liqueurs. I got my liqueur right here, the Early Times Kentucky.
Ooh. Oh yeah, famous since 1860.
Yep, I got that to review, so I'll bring that on Friday. As far as Sunday.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh
Sunday,
no!
Regional Speedway in something, New Jersey. Where was that?
Englishtown,
New Jersey. Sunday. You
Well,
guys remember that?
I have 3 stouts in my fridge for Sunday, or I have other things for Sunday if John Neely is busy.
So if Mr. A, John A, you're watching, hopefully you are. You're doing Stout Sunday, bring your stouts or porters, or Super Sunday, Mr. T. I guess you have no baseball going on. Whatever it is, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific for that. Of course, like you said, Fandango Fridays, liqueurs at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. And next Wednesday, I will have the Foster's, not lager, ale, the green oil can.
Thank you.
That will be at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific. And so that is it. Thank you, Jay, James, Claude. Always a pleasure being with you guys on this show.
Somebody bring some food next time.
Yeah.
Hey Ronald, you should do a wine themed show like on a Monday or whenever.
Well, maybe. We did do that one night. We did some wine.
Tuesday. It was a Tuesday.
Yeah, we did do it, and then maybe on May. Let me look at my calendar. Maybe on May the 15th, not a Tuesday, but May the 15th, we could do Maudlin Monday with wines.
called Wino Monday.
I don't know if I can find it. Well,
Maudlin Monday wines. I have a bunch of wines. I haven't even opened most of them.
And then there's Maudlin. Then there's Maudlin. Lady Godiva was it? Anyway,
right. You can call it.
I like, by the way, Taco Bell robot Paul Rogers is a great front man. He should be in the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And remember what Archie told Maud. He said, "Sticks and stones may break my bones, but Franklin Delano Roosevelt."
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who sent all the Japanese Americans to the internment camps, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But I remember that famous episode when they all caught the flu, and she said, "Marty's here."
Marty's here to take care of everyone.
And
he said,
those shows, unfortunately, will not. Only way those shows would air would be on Netflix, Tubi, or Prime Video. It would not be able to air on network TV because there's too much BS to deal with.
Right.
What did Archie used to say when George Jefferson's brother used to come visit? Hey, Jefferson there.
Yeah.
Hey, Jefferson.
Yeah, that was Henry Jefferson.
Now the original Lionel did not carry on to the Jeffersons, so they replaced.
Yeah, he was
Maybe
doing
a couple episodes, and then they replaced him with
he
another
was doing
line now.
he was doing some other show, and then they brought in another guy, and then they brought in, yeah, that's
Good
right.
Time. I think he was involved with Good Times. The father was called Evans, James Evans, and I think that was his last name.
Yeah.
And did you see Sally Struthers? When she in the Gilmore Girls, she changed a little bit.
Yeah, remember she was feed the children fundraiser,
Whoa.
and she's like,
Yes. And she always has a tissue.
famous episode.
She has a tissue. She has a tissue in her eyes crying.
I remember the famous
Again,
episode. Where,
we're not dismissing anything she does. She's
right,
crying.
I know. I remember the famous continuation episode where Mike found out that Gloria was having an affair on him, and remember when Archie and Edith went to California on a visit, and Mike told Gloria, "You're fat."
Yeah, what she meant by feed me to children.
And then when Gloria admitted to having an affair, Edith kept passing out on the bed. Remember, they had to keep waking her up. She kept fainting. All right. And then Archie said to Mike, "I never thought I'd say that." Archie told Mike, "I never thought I'd say this to you, but you are too good for her." Talking about his daughter. All right.
Great TV. Great
Mike's
television.
uncle from Chicago.
Floyd.
He
The
said,
only thing that's good on live TV right
Mike's
now.
uncle.
Right
Yeah,
now.
Casimir.
Uncle Casimir. He says, I'm gonna. Don't worry. We'll get him. We'll get We'll get the two married. We'll get them married. I'll be back here. So Archie made a face. I'll be back. He says, yeah. He says, why? To beat the hell out of you.
All right.
The only thing that's good on TV right now is live television. Those type of shows, good luck. The way current state of TV right now is all about live sports, live events.
Right. All right. Well, we better not. Oh yeah, the rest is terrible. We better not go on because then we'll start talking about Reverend Fletcher.
The Reverend Fletcher. Yeah, that's their
whatever.
That's their pastor, the Reverend Fletcher.
Yeah, Felcher, whatever.
And the rabbin, his lawyer was the three Rabinowitzes.
Yeah, Rabinowitz.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
And then they sent the guy over, and he said, "I'm the house goy," and Archie said, "Oh no, I don't want you. I want." And yeah, all right. They had some crazy episodes on there.
Good TV at its best. Now, good luck finding that because everything's all about live events, live sports, live events, and that's it.
Well, the Raymond Show is funny. his brother Robert is the whole show. And,
Yeah, everybody loves Raymond. All right,
Peter
James
Boyle.
is going to close this
That's a
out.
great
with-
show.
Yeah. And
It
Joni Loves Chachi was not a great show.
Yeah, well,
I agree. See my reaction?
Yeah.
Chachi was difficult behind the scenes.
And by the way, he put out some ridiculous album that came out. I heard that music. I said, "Really, Scott Baio? You did an album? What the hell?" Hey.
And Greg Brady really did, from what I understand, have an affair with Florence Henderson.
Oh yeah, David Soul album wasn't all that great. Besides that one hit he did, "Don't Give Up on Us."
All right, yeah, all right, and don't forget that Richie had an older brother named Chuck, but he disappeared on Happy Days all of a sudden. Don't forget about Chuck.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi was Arnold. He was the original owner of Arnold's. Cat Marita, and then the guy from the Schnazzola there, Al Molinaro from the Odd Couple.
Yeah, the long nose. Yes.
Right now, James is going to close this out with a musical accompaniment.
I have all his albums.
The proboscis. Beep 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 beep. Okay.
Nano.
Yes, Robin Williams, may he rest in peace.
Yes, he does.
That was the
Sam
saddest
Grover,
ending.
I think.
The guy who made me laugh had the saddest endings.
You know, Anthony Bourdain too. These men had everything. People loved them. It's like
They weren't happy.
They weren't happy. It's
all that money and fame, and they still weren't happy.
They weren't happy.
Yeah.
Because they weren't on beer. They weren't on Beer with Ron.
Yeah. Well, Ron would have gave them words of wisdom to live by.
I know. I wish they would have talked to me. All right. Well, let's go.
Okay. Theme song from the dating game. I just want to say something to Claude about almonds. Is this why the percentage of almonds in almond milk is so minute? Because I noticed nuts never go down in price. They're all pricey. But actually, the almond milk that they sell in half gallons, there's really not that many almonds in it.
These are great. These are questions for future generations to.
Or almond. Some people, my grandmother used to say almond. Where did they get this pronunciation from? Almonds. Hey, you want some almonds?
Hey, I'm a Jersey boy. You talking to me?
Hey, yo, you're talking to me? Hey, I'll call Paulie. Hey, Paulie. He don't have a phone. Hey, Paulie.
We have 3 Jersey guys on tonight, by the way, Ron.
3. Montclair, New Jersey.
Hopatcong, home of Bertram's Island.
Lodi, home of the original Bada Bings.
And
by the way, I'm coming up to Jersey to say I'm spending birthday with my sister. I'm taking her down to Wildwood. We're gonna spend 4 days down in Wildwood, New Jersey, down on the beach.
I know Wildwood. Yeah, that's nice.
All right, well, we got to end it. It's been an hour. We appreciate everybody's input.
Hey, Jay, come to Wildwood with us.
Yeah.
Early times. Woo! Party!
Okay. Notice the Jersey Shore cactus? For real. It's a prickly pear. I'm serious.
I believe it. All right, well, that's it. So y'all take care now.
Thanks for doing this, Ron.
Good night, America.
Good night, world. Prickly pear.